Let's talk about manipulation, that subtle dance that can make someone doubt their own reality. You know what's fascinating? The most dangerous manipulation doesn't look dangerous at all. It's like a slowly tightening rope that you don't even feel until you try to move. Here's what people often miss: a manipulator's greatest weapon isn't force, it's making their target feel special. They'll shower someone with attention, understanding, and validation like nobody else ever has. It's not the obvious threats that trap people, it's the beautiful promises and the feeling of finally being truly seen. But then come the tests. Small ones at first. A manipulator might share a secret and then check if it stays private. They might create little emergencies to see who comes running. Each pass test creates a deeper bond, a greater sense of loyalty. It's brilliant, really. They make their target feel like the most trusted person in the world. Watch for the subtle shifting of responsibility. A skilled manipulator never directly demands anything. Instead, they plant ideas so carefully that their target thinks each decision was their own. "You're so good at this" becomes "nobody else can do this," but you becomes "if you don't do this, everything will fall apart." The truly clever part? They mix truth with fiction. They'll point out real problems, but offer twisted solutions. They'll identify genuine fears, but magnify them. They'll recognize actual talents, but use them as chains. This makes their target question which parts to believe and which to doubt. One of the most reliable signs is isolation, but not the obvious kind. A manipulator doesn't tell someone to stop seeing their friends. Instead, they make their target feel like nobody else truly understands them. They create an us versus them narrative where they're the only safe harbor in a hostile world. Here's what makes manipulation so effective: it hijacks human virtues. Loyalty becomes a trap. Empathy becomes a weakness. The desire to help becomes a chain. The target's best qualities are turned against them, like a martial art that uses an opponent's strength to defeat them. And the timing is crucial. A manipulator knows exactly when to push and when to comfort. When to create crisis and when to offer solution. When to withdraw and when to overwhelm with attention. It's like an emotional chess game where only one player knows all the rules. The most dangerous sign isn't dramatic at all, it's self-doubt. When someone starts questioning their own judgment, memory, and perception more and more. When they find themselves constantly explaining away things that make them uncomfortable. When they're always a little uncertain, a little off balance. But here's what everyone needs to understand: manipulation works because humans are wonderfully complex, social creatures who want to trust, help, and connect. These aren't weaknesses, they're features of humanity that manipulators exploit. The solution isn't to stop being trusting or helpful, it's to recognize when these noble impulses are being weaponized. The ultimate defense isn't suspicion, it's self-trust. It's maintaining connection with multiple perspectives. It's remembering that real love, real friendship, real support, they all make people feel more free, not less. They expand someone's world rather than shrinking it. That's the final irony: the best protection against manipulation isn't becoming less human, it's becoming more fully human, with all the wonderful complexity that entails.